Hello everyone, another wee video from me telling you all the news from Tiree Primary and Tiree High School. Normally I'm making these on a Sunday afternoon from a forest somewhere, but the weather's beautiful in Tiree, and so Friday evening on the beach is just what the doctor ordered. I'd like to begin by saying congratulations to Ailey Campbell, who secured after interview today the position of Principal Teacher of Primary. She'll be covering for Lorna when Lorna goes off on her maternity in a couple of weeks, so well done to Ailey. I'd also like to say welcome to Rachel, our new PE teacher. So it's glad to see her in the building. She'll be away to Oban for a wee while doing some training, but she'll be back shortly. It was a busy week for us. I had Abby over in Oban High School. I host a national podcast series for Education Scotland, and so Abby was invited along with some kids from Oban and some kids from a variety of schools from across the country. Get to play a part in shaping national discussion on the national stage. Wonderful opportunity, and Abby did fantastic, so well done to her too. In my time in Tiree, it was great to see that we're making full use of that new home economics facility that we've got. It was really pleased to see that up and going. It looks wonderful, and it was also equally grand to be in the primary because they were so enthusiastic and see the work that they're doing with our brown owls. Got to hear all about that, superb. And the nursery kids, as always, clearly enjoying the sunshine as I'm about to do just now. Everybody seems to be having a great time just now. The weather makes all the difference, but so too does the teachers. So well done to all the staff for all the efforts that they're putting in just now. There's lots to look out for in the future. There's trips coming up. You'll get more information from Mary and Anya and Lorna about that. But the thing to put in your diary right now is that we'll be having prize giving on the 19th. It's all morning. So that's enough for me. I'm going to pass over to my staff and some of my youngsters, and they're going to give you some more detail. Right, thanks very much everybody. Have a lovely weekend and a lovely week ahead.
Fesgur ma, seo sin sa chiribh seachcan den term, agus ríos tá imachrút a bhí tachart san ard scol. Bha donnachuch mach níele vos cóladin a cumal atol lina ddífar thráiseachtain san ard scol ha éas a hún agus aga a gopar arishin na síte. S3 thoroughly enjoyed a drama production via VC from Oban High School on Monday, which highlighted many important issues such as internet safety, sexuality and drugs and alcohol. S3 are looking forward to exploring these topics further in their PS Ed lessons. Abby, our school captain, was invited to Oban to join the Oban pupil leadership team to produce a podcast all about empowerment.
We've just finished our podcast with Education Scotland. We're going over the topic of empowerment within education. It was a great experience to also link up with Abby from Tiree.
Hi, it was really good to link up with Oban's pupil leadership team and figure out how they work as well.
On this podcast, we had the opportunity to share ideas with a number of other high schools as well, like Royal High, Mackey's, Newbattle College and Wallace Hall.
Overall, it was a really interesting podcast, we feel, and we think it's definitely worth a listen.
Pupils enjoyed their first practical cookery lessons with Miss Nichke Royal in home economics and produced some very fancy delights, including poached pears and berry coulis. I hope parents got to taste some of these when they got home. Film G has started up again. We had our first meeting last Monday, but there's still plenty of time to join us if you didn't manage to make it along and you still want to be involved, so come along next week. Anyone planning on applying to university for entry this time next year, please come and see me as soon as you can so that we can discuss the UCAS application process. Next week, Fiona Wilson, PT of Social Subjects in Oban, will be over visiting Miss Stark. And finally, eSchool study support information for senior pupils is on the eSchool website. It would be really great if you could encourage your child to sign up for some of the live webinars when bookings open at the end of the term. These study support sessions are designed to complement what students are covering in their courses in school. Sin everyone ard scol, himi and herkenshif.
This week we welcomed our new PE teacher, Mrs. Murray. This Thursday, Music Club will be starting back up again, so please make sure your child's consent form has been handed in and they have a way of getting home. This year we'll be entering the Scottish Young Writer of the Year competition. The first prize writer will win £600 and all the runner-up writers will win £300. This year we will also be re-entering the Young Writer Poetry Competition, where the winners will have a chance to have their poems published along with the other winners.
Hello everyone! Here's an update of our learning in primary this week. Our classes have been making lots of progress with their human body topic this week. Primary 1 to 4 were learning about the lungs and how we breathe. They learned that one lung is slightly smaller than the other and created their own model lungs. Primary 5 to 7 were researching the position of the organs in the human body and were tasked with labelling and exploring the function of each organ. In health and wellbeing, our primary 1 to 4 children were learning about germs. They learned that not all germs are bad and some keep our bodies healthy. They then created their own bad germs and good germs. Pupils were able to discuss the importance of washing hands to prevent spreading germs and some illnesses. In maths, pupils have been developing their measurement skills. Some pupils in primary 2 and 3 were using measure in their play to compare the sizes of their creations and find the accurate length using the appropriate instrument. We had caterpillars and safari parks all being measured. Great to see pupils applying what they have learned in their play. And our primary 1 pupils have been continuing to develop their number formation this week. In the next week, parents should receive their child's personal learning plan detailing the planned learning for the term ahead. Primary 4 to 7 parents will receive this by email, which will have a link to their child's online sway. Primary 1 to 3 parents will receive a paper copy of the personal learning plan.
We have just completed week 4 in the nursery, and now I'm going to pass you over to one of our children.
Welcome to another video.
We experienced great weather and we all took advantage of this. On went our sunscreen and out and about everyone went. If you want to know more about our local environment adventures this week, the children have included everything in their floor book. As usual, this is available for parents and carers to view and to comment on each day. The children love being creative, and one learning activity the children chose to do this week was to look around the nursery and find a cloud with their name on it. When they took the cloud back to the table, they had to use their fine motor skills to cut out their cloud. They then independently decorated it. Fresh fruit and salad vegetables are available to our children on arrival each morning. At morning snack time, the children choose what they would like to eat. It's all self-service, including pouring their own drink with a choice of milk or water. The chosen theme, All About Me, found the children using mirrors to have a really good look at their faces in detail. There were some absolutely fascinating conversations, and I'm sure they'll tell you all about it at home. The children have planned to take part in a whole number of activities next week, but one thing they're quite keen to do is to get involved with Seesaw. We'll tell you more about that next week. Have a great weekend, everybody.